what happens when a Hollywood star's smile hides a painful truth.
And your family separated and the generations all, and one day you saw your mom and the next day she was gone forever.
She's gone, man.
I can't imagine.
It's heart-wrenching.
He is one of the few celebrities you might think has a heartbreaking story. He has always been the type of actor who, on various occasions, has made us laugh, or at least brought a smile to our faces, with his many characters that we all remember. But the truth about him is that behind his fame lies something very disturbing in his life story.
One reason why I'm probably the most grateful man in Hollywood, in California, in the United States.
Behind Terry Crews's smile and success in Hollywood, there's a story of struggle and resilience, from his humble beginnings and challenges as a football player to his transformation into an iconic figure on the big screen, bringing us memorable characters like in White Chicks.
Hop in. Take your time. Watch those marshmallows.
Discover how Terry Crews transformed his struggles into strength and survived the darkest corners of the entertainment industry.
I had no idea. I'm sorry, I'm just getting emotional. I had no idea.
Born in Flint, Michigan, a city known for its struggles, but also for its resilience, Terry grew up in a family where his father's abusive behavior cast a long shadow. His mother, a beacon of hope, encouraged him to channel his energy into sports. As a child, Terry was drawn not only to football, but also to art, showing early signs of creativity that would later flourish in his acting career. From his humble beginnings in Flint, Michigan, where life experiences shaped his character, to his past traumas, Terry's early life played a crucial role in defining who he is today. Despite his good performance in his university team, Terry Crews saw football as a way out. Raised in a tough environment, Crews faced traumas related to his father, who was abusive to both him and his mother.
And I gotta get strength so that I can protect her. And every time he came home, we were scared. We didn't know. I literally wet the bed till I was 14 years old.
These traumas, though painful and life-altering, pushed him to find an escape through sports. During his teenage years, Crews began playing football, seeking on the field a way to overcome his adversities. Despite facing obstacles and having little luck in his early years, his determination never wavered. Eventually, his talent and effort led him to stand out in the National Football League, playing for teams like the LA Rams, San Diego Chargers, and Washington Redskins. During his time in the NFL, Terry faced fierce competition and physical challenges. He experienced memorable moments on the field, contributing to his team's successes while also battling through injuries and the pressure to perform. His resilience was not just about physical prowess, it was a testament to his character, built from years of overcoming personal and professional hurdles. After his notable football career, Terry charted an equally impressive path in the world of entertainment. His transition from the football field to the stages and screens reflected his dedication and versatility. After his NFL career, Crews decided to explore his artistic side.
Coming up in Flint, I always knew I wanted to be in entertainment.
Okay.
Because I came from the art thing. I was an artist, painting.
Oh, really? Okay.
Despite the challenges and uncertainties, he persevered and found his place in Hollywood, standing out in comedic, dramatic, and action roles, captivating audiences with his charisma and acting skills. He himself has said that his diminishing appearances in official games forced him to seek other sources of income.
Listen, I went from football to basketball to track to breakdancing. That's what I did.
By 1997, he decided to move to Los Angeles to try his luck. My move into the world of acting was out of necessity. I moved to Los Angeles to get supporting roles in entertainment, and it didn't go well. I was broke. I started doing everything, from mopping floors to working as security.
Car on the set of Next Friday, and I was watching with all these guys walking around this movie set as a security guard.
Right.
Until one day, a friend told me about an audition for a new show. I was nervous to the point of throwing up, but suddenly when the doors opened, I walked onto the stage and people started cheering and getting excited, and I was convinced that this was for me. His performances in movies like White Chicks and The Expendables solidified his status as a versatile actor. He also ventured into television with roles in popular series like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, where he showcased his talent for comedy. Not content with just acting, Cruise also made his mark in other creative fields, demonstrating his ability in art and music, exploring different forms of artistic expression. After achieving success in acting, Terry embarked on an exciting journey to solidify his position in the entertainment industry.
We the Lattimore.
Yeah, Lattimore Construction.
And we run this town.
However, after a promising start, he faced a series of challenges that tested his determination and perseverance. That's when he faced the harsh reality of competition and the high expectations of Hollywood.
Well, if it hadn't happened to me and I heard it, I'd have been like, man, what is this dude talking about? That's why I never got mad. I couldn't get mad at people going, man, what are you doing, man? Big ass Terry Crews.
The constant search for meaningful and varied roles became one of his first obstacles. Consequently, Terry realized that the industry constantly presented barriers in the form of stereotypes and role limitations for African American actors, which became a significant challenge to overcome.
Man who has access to studio heads, what they do affects every part of the business, from producers, writers, actors, they own finance companies, the whole thing.
And did you know him before the party?
And I did not know him. I heard of him. We had never, ever even had a conversation.
After taking brave steps to confront the racial and stereotypical barriers in Hollywood, he would face an even bigger and more personal challenge: sexual harassment. In 2016, he openly shared his experience as a victim of sexual harassment when he suffered an assault in Hollywood. He would speak before the Senate committee in support of victims of sexual crimes. "I am an actor, author, former athlete, and a survivor of sexual assault." The incident lasted minutes.
My name is Terry Crews. I am an actor, author, former athlete, advocate, and a survivor of a sexual assault. This past year, we have seen powerful men in Hollywood and elsewhere finally held accountable for sexual harassment and assault.
During which this person held my genitals in his hands, but that only showed me that he had the power. When Terry shared this episode with others, they told him it was a joke, not a case of abuse.
Why weren't you? You're a big, powerful man. Why didn't you?
Terry's brave testimony resonated powerfully, as the stigma surrounding male victims of sexual harassment is especially strong. By speaking openly and sincerely about his experience, Terry became an advocate for awareness on this issue, inspiring other men to speak out about their own experiences and challenge the culture of silence. Facing this problem was not easy. He faced disbelief and the trivialization of his experience, confronting deeply rooted gender stereotypes. However, his courage opened up a crucial dialogue about sexual harassment in the industry and society in general. In doing so, he not only defended his own dignity, but also paved the way for broader change.
Until men stand up and say this harassment, this abuse, these assaults are wrong, nothing would change. And it's so simple that it's almost laughable. It's one of those things where, hey man, if you are making anybody uncomfortable...
Terry wanted to challenge traditional expectations of masculinity by breaking the silence. Everyone was shocked by his openness, but he survived Hollywood. By making his situation public, he was able to overcome this tough experience, which led him to speak more openly about the issue on different occasions, like at Me Too, where he alerted the world about the abuse and misogyny that had existed in Hollywood for a long time. There's a misconception that people who participate in the Me Too movement are seeking fame or money, but the truth is, you only get paid if you stay quiet. Although he survived Hollywood with his strong statements, this didn't go unnoticed by the Hollywood elite. Shortly afterward, he commented that he had been blacklisted for revealing that an executive had tried to touch him.
11th round, and as you know, there's not even 11 rounds now. They only go to 7. For me, I thought the draft was over. And I was disappointed. I was hurt.
For the role he played in The Expendables 4, he would no longer be invited, very likely as a consequence of these declarations. The person who had done this act had more contacts and connections, and since Terry shared his story, he began to be blacklisted by Hollywood's top tier. After testifying before the senators, he confessed that he would not appear in The Expendables 5 as retaliation from producer Avi Lerner, who had personally called Terry's agent to induce him to drop the lawsuit if he wanted to participate in the movie.
I've done 3 movies called The Expendables with Sylvester Stallone. The producer of that film called my manager and asked him to drop my case in order for me to be in the 4th installment of the movie.
When asked if he wanted to return to the film, Terry said no, because that producer was also being investigated. Abusers protect abusers. And this was one of the things I had to decide if I would go ahead or not.
Very much. Are you going to be in the 4th installment, I hope?
No. Because, simply because, I'm sorry, thank you for your question, Senator.
That's good. That's very polite. Thank you.
Yes. Simply because this same producer is he's under his own sexual assault investigation. And, abusers protect abusers.
After openly sharing his concerns and deciding not to participate in projects associated with individuals under investigation for abuse, Terry Crews demonstrated his firm commitment to his principles and values. His refusal to work on The Expendables 4 due to accusations against the producer was a bold and decisive choice, marking a turning point in his career. He continues to be a passionate advocate for justice and equality in the entertainment industry and beyond. Despite the challenges and possible controversy, his stance inspired many and sparked a debate about accountability and ethics in creative collaboration. The reactions to his statements were diverse. Many applauded his bravery and ethics.
I keep up with you, man. You've done some social media collaborations with some people, man, that have gone viral. You've eaten super hot wings. You've starred in commercials with no shirts.
Oh, yeah.
While others might have questioned his decision. However, Terry's firm position opened up an important conversation about responsibility in the industry and the importance of making ethical decisions in an environment that often prioritizes commercial interests. Today, Terry Crews is one of those actors who are essential when thinking of public figures who have impacted us, whether through their life stories or their characters. It's very likely that now we all feel connected to his story, the early stages of life, enduring a difficult childhood, living with it, and still pushing forward to give your best and achieve everything you once set out to do. Although Terry is currently on Hollywood's blacklist, which prevents him from playing the big roles he has always enjoyed, he continues to land smaller roles in series like Brooklyn Nine-Nine and The Walking Dead and continues to make art. His statements helped expose just how cruel and abusive the world of Hollywood can be. Terry Crews' journey reflects not only his personal struggles and triumphs, but also sheds light on the broader societal issues that need addressing. His story encourages us to reflect on our own lives and the challenges we face. So I invite you all to think about the importance of speaking out against injustice and standing up for what is right. Let's continue the conversation and work together to create a more compassionate